Hi guys, and welcome back to the Sam2Podcast. This is episode 7. How are you doing this week, Sam?
I'm doing remarkably well, actually. How are you doing?
Very good. It's great to hear that. I'm pretty good, pretty good. Once I forget about Tottenham, I'm all good. I'm all good. If you do enjoy our content, guys, then please do give us a follow on TikTok and subscribe to the YouTube. And more importantly, we're on Spotify now. Sam Squared is on Spotify. Big moment. So if you want to listen and not look at our faces, which is totally fair enough, please do give us a follow over there. All the episodes have been put up that we've done previously. So yeah, this is episode 7 now. Let's get straight into it. Should we start? I'm going to start with your club, Chelsea. I'm going to start with Liam
Okay.
Rossini, his debut against Charlton in the FA
Yep.
Cup. 5-1 win in the end. How are you? What are your first thoughts? He's been at the club about a week now. What are your thoughts on Liam Rossini?
Well, obviously, there's not much you can tell from a game like that. It's almost the perfect first game for him against Charlton. Obviously, you want a big scoreline. The first half was, it was vital when we got our first goal because it was looking a bit dull and a bit. But anyway, yeah, I don't think you can tell much from the game. But the way he's acted in the media up until this point, you can't help but root for him. He just seems like a really nice guy. He's saying all the right things. He doesn't take long for answers. He always has something right off the dome, and it's always a correct answer. He's always saying the right things, and yeah, he just seems like a really nice guy. So, I mean, it's always my opinion. With this ownership, I don't like them, but it's never the manager's fault. It's not his fault. He's been offered this job. So when a manager comes in, I'm going to support them until I see reasons not to, and it's not his fault. I'm skeptical of his managerial talent a little bit, yeah, but he's come in now, and there's no reason not to give him a chance.
Zero talent is what's the question mark? Because I think he's come across really well in the media. Everything he's been saying, everything he's been doing. He doesn't seem to take himself too seriously, which I think is good in a sense. So, yeah, obviously he's very, driven and knows what he wants to do at this football club. But he was making jokes. He's happy to be, seen as like this happy, outgoing person, which is what Enzo Maresca wasn't really. I think he was a bit too serious at times, and
Yeah,
maybe Egg Barley and those at the top didn't like that. So maybe they'll like this with Rossini. Who knows with them? We don't really know
yeah,
what's going to happen. But yeah, I like everything that he's been doing so far. Obviously, you can't really take the Charlton game as gospel because it was, you are playing a championship side. But it was a very good performance, 5-1. You can't complain.
exactly, yeah. Thomas Frank.
Yeah, that's certainly a name.
It's a shit name. I hate it.
No, I didn't say that. Yeah, Thomas Frank. I don't really know what to say at this point. It's getting worse and worse. The week that Tottenham have had is quite remarkable. If you think about, so we lost to Bournemouth. Actually, no. Before the Bournemouth game, Thomas Frank was pictured drinking out of an Arsenal coffee cup.
Yeah, how does that even happen?
Yeah.
What little legend snuck in an Arsenal cup? Because that is
exactly.
top quality banter.
I genuinely thought it was an AI photo to start with. I don't think it was real. It's definitely real. He was then asked about it after the game.
Confirming it was real. Yeah.
Yeah, confirmed it was definitely an Arsenal cup. Yeah, so that was before we then went on to lose to Bournemouth, who hadn't won since October before then. And then we got dumped out of the cup by Villa with the first half, one of the worst first halves I've seen in a long time, and that says a lot because we've had a lot.
Yeah.
It's not getting any better. That's what's concerning me, is that everyone's, you got to give managers time. I'm all for giving a manager time. It's not getting better for Thomas Frank. He is not improving this squad. These players aren't amazing. There's no hiding that, but they aren't bad. He's making them look
they're
bad.
great.
Don't patronise me. They're not great, but they're not bad. They're definitely not bad. There was also a great clip or a great photo from the Aston Villa game where Kevin Danso is literally moving the tactics board with Thomas Frank. He called the players over, and Kevin Danso is the one moving the board. Get him as player manager. I don't care. Like Thomas Frank's, he's just so uninspiring. I think that's what it is. I feel so disconnected to the team and to the club at the minute, which is never a good sign.
Yeah.
People weren't a fan of Ange. Some people didn't like Ange Postecoglou. It was so much better than this. I know we finished 17th, whatever, but the football was so much more inspiring. Yes, we lost a lot of games, but at least we thought we could win games like this. I don't think we're going to win. But every game we're going into it, I'm not excited to watch, and that's never.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. Yeah.
No. I wrote down a quote that the Tottenham board said when they sacked Ange Postecoglou last summer. They said Tottenham need to compete on all fronts. Yeah, that's why they sacked Ange Postecoglou, because yes, we won the Europa League, but we weren't competing in any other competition.
I mean,
also a lie.
What the hell, Spurs?
So we did that, and since that's happened, we sacked Postecoglou. We got Thomas Frank in. We're 14th in the league. We're out in the third round of the League Cup, third round of the FA Cup, and we're not going to win the Champions League, are we? So.
Can I just say, Spurs, you greedy bastards! You won a trophy, and now you're like, yeah, but we need to compete for everything. You don't won a trophy since like 2008 or whatever it was. It's ridiculous.
I feel like. To be fair, that was Daniel Levy who said that, and then they got rid of Daniel Levy pretty soon after that. So.
Yeah, just got rid of everybody who was involved in the Europa League winning campaign.
We don't do winning here. This year we've got rid of the manager who won it, the captain in Sonny, and the top goal scorer and the goal scorer in the final, Brennan Johnson.
Yep.
All gone. We don't do winning here. That's not. It's just. It's not in our DNA. It's absolutely awful. Our sporting director's leaving after January as well.
I saw that.
Our good sporting director is leaving after January. So, just a complete mess at the minute. It's not. I have no optimism with Tottenham at all, which is I'm a pretty optimistic Spurs fan. I mean, there's quite a few depressed ones. Maybe I'll get there, but I'm sick of it. I don't want to watch Tottenham play football, which is baffling to me. But
yeah. As you can see, we're in good spirits in the new year.
Oh yeah, new year, new me. Spurs haven't won this year, so yeah.
Well, I'm sure they will at least one at some point.
Well, we've got West Ham next, so if we don't win that,
you will. Yeah,
I'm finding Thomas Frank, and I am doing things to him that he won't enjoy. Take that how you will.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be the one taking it. But next we got there was a pretty big cups, I suppose, in the FA Cup the weekend. Pretty big, nothing too major.
No, there was no massive shocks.
Oh, hang on. I'm just reading that Macclesfield beat Crystal Palace. Oh. Some top quality acting. I don't know why I chose this route to go down for this segment, but
showing off versatility.
Yep. If like Netflix are watching, you want to like pick me up or something, then I'm an easy guy to find, probably. Anyway, yeah, Macclesfield beating Crystal Palace in the FA Cup, 6th tier. I think it's an incredible story. They can always say that they beat the holders of the FA Cup, which is just an unbelievably special thing to be able to say, especially when you add the emotion of the fact that one of their players recently passed away as well. It's just a beautiful story. It is really the magic of the FA Cup. And yeah, just what a moment.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I think there's lots of, in the last few years, especially with like scrapping replays and stuff like that, people are saying it is the magic of the FA Cup, like diminishing. But I think stories like that, it is statistically the biggest FA Cup upset ever in terms of position between the two teams.
Yeah.
And the fact also that it was the holders that they knocked out, and they deservedly beat. It wasn't like on penalties. It wasn't a scrappy own goal. They deservedly beat. They outplayed the FA Cup holders. And I genuinely got quite emotional when they won, or when the second goal went in, and it was like they are probably going to do this. I was like, this is a really like beautiful moment. You said to me before, it's like seeing people realize their dreams is like it's incredible. There's nothing that beats it. Sport is the best for that. Yeah. There's so many storylines with Macclesfield. Obviously, the club went bust. Like, was it 2019, 2020, something like that? This is their Phoenix club. They've come back. This is the biggest day in their history, and yeah, like you said, with Ethan McLeod passing away recently as well. It's the emotion that must have been going through those players. The build up, and it will be for ages. He only recently passed away. It's not like it happened in the summer, like with Diogo Jota, for example.
Mm.
It's happened in season. Just before Christmas. These players, I don't know how they do it. It's remarkable, really. And John Rooney, the manager, Wayne Rooney's younger brother.
Yeah.
I know which Rooney's the better manager. It's the whole organisation is just, they should be so proud of themselves. And then Palace, on the other hand, what a disaster it was. It was wonderful. Yeah. They deserved to lose.
Yeah, definitely did.
Yeah, I think one thing I've written down, talking about Palace, is that they all look knackered. They look absolutely exhausted, which I know it shouldn't really be an excuse. They're getting paid far too much money to run around and kick a ball, but they do look absolutely tired. I thought Gurhey and Wharton in particular were really bad against Macclesfield.
I think, this is the difference with, like, obviously they're in the Conference League. This is the difference between a team like Chelsea being in the Conference League and a team like Crystal Palace being in the Conference League, where we were playing our youth players, our B team. The fact that we can afford to have a B team, whereas Crystal Palace, they don't have that squad depth, so they're having to play. And we're seeing it in the position that they're in the Conference League. They're struggling because maybe they've tried to rest some players, maybe they've tried to rotate a little bit, and it's just that they don't have that luxury. So they're having to play players like Mark Gahey, who's obviously their captain, more in it, and it's more games of football, and I'm not surprised they're tired.
Glasner's not been happy for quite a while at Crystal Palace because of the recruitment. Obviously, he's their best manager ever. He gave them their trophy, the first ever trophy, the first ever time in Europe. And you'd think they would have gone and reinvested that money and made the squad not necessarily like better but deeper. They just needed more people. That's all it was. Like, the squad was fine as it was. It could compete in the Conference League.
Yeah.
But they've barely bought any. Obviously, they lost Eze. I know they've brought Brennan Johnson now, but I love Brennan Johnson. I won't say bad things about him, but he's not,
It's not the highest caliber of signing.
Exactly, that's exactly my point. And yeah, especially at the back, they look pretty weird. Having to play Gurhey and Chris Richards against Macclesfield, and they didn't play very well. And Adam Wharton, like I said, worrying times, I think, for Palace, because I think Glasner, there's Man United jobs open. Would he go to United? Probably, because it's just the prestige of the club. One other thing about Gurhey and Wharton looking so tired is that they both probably would start for England, and I think that's a concern. If they look tired now, how tired are they going to be in America? Like, they're going to be ropey. I think it's not a good sign for the World Cup push if they're knackered in January. They're going to keep playing until May, and then have go straight out to America and have to play again. I think it's worrying times, I think, all round.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. One thing I also want to talk about, not FA Cup related, but Brentford are having a great season in line with Thomas Frank leaving. We'll talk about his replacement, Keith Andrews, absolutely smashing it on all fronts. Are you impressed with Brentford, considering they lost Mbeumo and Visser and Thomas Frank? Very good stuff.
I mean, I'm mightily impressed by Brentford. I had them going down. I thought Keith Andrews wasn't going to be. I just saw all that they lost in the summer. They lost Worcester, they lost Mbeumo, as you said, lost their manager. So I just thought they didn't stand a hope. They didn't stand a chance in hell of staying up. But they're not only staying up, they're fifth in the league right now. And they've just spawned in another goal scorer, Igor Thiago, who I've not actually seen score a goal yet, but he's on 15 or something stupid like that.
Actually exists. I don't think he's actually a person.
He's not real.
Yeah, he's not real. But hell of a season he's having. Most goals in a single season by a Brazilian.
That's mental.
That's a pub quiz question.
And he's 24.
No way is he 24.
He's 24.
He looks about 36.
Exactly.
When is he? Why is it Brentford having balding youngsters? What's going on?
Yeah, he was how old during COVID? He was 18.
Ridiculous. Wow. But Brentford. Obviously, there's one person we are yet to mention about Brentford. Michael Coyote, the long throwing goat.
I won't say pioneer of the long throw because that, of course, is Rory Delap, but the pioneer of the second generation of long throws.
He's the second coming of Rory Delap. He really is.
Yes.
We love him, Michael. Shall we do our Premier League predictions for match week? What are we on? 22 now, is it?
Yes, we shall.
First game. There's some good games this week, and including the first one. It's the Manchester Derby at Old Trafford. I'm assuming Darren Fletcher will still be in charge, but it could be Michael Carrick. It could be Ollie Gunner. Who knows at this point? What do you think is going to happen in the Manchester Derby?
So obviously, I think this game is one of the games where sort of form goes out the window because it's such a big game and circumstance goes out the window as well. You could say they don't have a manager, but we didn't have a manager when we played Man City, and we certainly did well enough in that game. Second half, Pep got outclassed by Callum McFarlane, but so yeah, it's not as everything points towards a City win. Obviously, I think maybe they showed a bit of frustration in the FA Cup at the weekend when dropped points a few weeks in a row, and they thought, let's absolutely kill this club in Exeter, smashing them 10-1. But yeah, so everything obviously points towards a City win. It doesn't mean it's necessarily going to happen in a fixture like this. But that being said, I'm going to contradict everything I've just said and predict a City win. I'm going 3-1.
Yeah, I've also gone 3-1. I agree with what you said. I mean, it's Derby Day. Form goes out the window. So, but I can't say anything but a City win. Obviously, they were very ruthless against Exeter. Semenyo, with his first player to get a goal and an assist for City on their debut since Sergio Aguero. So
yeah,
that can't be a bad thing.
I think there should be a little asterisk next to it, but
What, for Aguero's? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I think City are going to win. United could cause trouble, but I don't think they look particularly good against Brighton. Obviously, they lost, and then was it Burnley they were playing the other day?
Yeah.
Darren Fletcher. They did look great. But yeah, maybe we'll be wrong, but I've also gone 3-1. Next, your club, Chelsea. Liam Rosenior's first Premier League game. It's a London derby against Brentford. How do you see it going?
Yeah, I've decided to be more optimistic and go for a 2-1 win, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if we drop points in this game, and that's not hating on Liam Rosenior. I think it's just the current situation where it's his first Premier League game. Obviously, we don't know how we've got Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semi-final midweek. We don't know how that's gonna have happened by the time this is out. So who knows how that would have gone? And that's the first game where we can really sort of tell anything from it. But I've decided to go for a win, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if we drop points just because of Brentford are fifth in the league currently. There weirdly is a bit more stability about them right now than there is about us. So yeah.
Yeah, which is very strange to say, but I've gone for 2-2. I think Brentford tends to do quite well at the Bridge. That's just me misremembering, but I remember Ericsson scoring there when he was at Brentford. I think Brentford they're in great form. I still can't really wrap my head around how they're doing so well, but they really are.
Yeah,
probably overperforming their squad. But yeah, I've gone for 2-2.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I wouldn't be shocked if that happens.
But I guess this is quite an interesting game. It's Leeds versus Fulham. Two teams who are in quite good form at the minute. Leeds, Daniel Farke, he was told he needs to step up and keep his job. He has done that. He has absolutely smashed it recently.
Yeah.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin on fire. And then for Fulham, Harry Wilson. What a Barclays man he's turned into. This is his year. He's loving it. People will remember.
We will talk about this Harry Wilson purple patch for years to come.
Oh, we really will.
We won't forget about this. He was special.
He really was, but he's still special. And I've gone for 1-1 between Leeds and Fulham. I feel like it'll be a good game, though. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, as you said, they're two teams in good form, so that's why I've also gone for a draw. I've gone 2-2 rather than 1-1.
I like that. Next up, we've got Liverpool versus Burnley. I don't see this one being a classic close encounter, really. I think Liverpool, obviously, they've had a tough season. Burnley are Burnley. So I don't see them doing much. I've got 4-0
because
we're going for a close one.
I've gone for a close one because why not? Liverpool are one of the hardest teams to predict right now, and I'm just gonna try and, life's too short to not predict a couple close games once in a while.
I completely agree. Next, we have Sunderland, high-flying Sunderland against depleted Crystal Palace. And on that tone, I've gone for a 2-1 Sunderland win.
Yeah, Sunderland, what a season they're having. Honestly, I quite like Sunderland. I like seeing them back in the Premier League. They deserve to be here. Oh, squirrel. Sorry. They deserve to be here. And yeah, they've had an absolutely remarkable season so far. Palace slightly underperforming. It's not looking as rosy there at the minute. But that being said, I still think, Sunderland, as good as a season they're having, sometimes that can make you think like, oh yeah, they're going to win every week. But they're still, I don't know what I'm saying here. But I've gone for a 1-1 draw because they can't win every week. A point against the FA Cup holders isn't a bad result. So, yeah, 1-1.
Is that side, so they could drop points. So
yeah,
they're having a great year, but they are still, they won the playoff last year. So it's don't be surprised if they lose.
Yes, exactly.
Next up, come on, you Spurs. Tottenham Hotspur versus West Ham. I've gone out of hope. I've gone for a 3-1 Tottenham win. If we lose this game, I've already said what I'll do to Thomas Frank, but I've gone for 3-1.
There will be no episode next week as he's been arrested. Anyway, I've gone for 2-1 Tottenham. I don't think that you'll have the luxury of a 2-goal buffer, but I think if you lose to West Ham, Thomas Frank should be.
It's got to go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't see it being a good performance. I think we will probably get an own goal in there, maybe a penalty.
Yeah.
3-1. Next up, Nottingham Forest against the leaders, Arsenal. I can only really see this going one way. I know Forest they've had a tough year. We all know that. They lost to Wrexham. I love what Sean Dyche said afterwards, where he was like the fringe players come in and ask why they're not playing. Well, that's why. Just lost to Wrexham. So I love that. But I do think Arsenal will probably win. I've only gone 1-0. I think it'll be another, probably from a corner. That's what Arsenal do.
I've gone 2-0. I think Arsenal, it's some games, it's just, you just know what's going to happen. And in this case,
really do.
Arsenal are too strong. They're going to win the league and they're going to win this game. So,
yeah, you're probably right. Next, we have Wolverhampton Wanderers, the informed team, against Newcastle United. Wolves are in form, but they're not going to carry on that form. They're going to lose 3-1.
That's exactly the same scoreline that I've predicted. I think, Wolves are in form by their standards. I mean, I suppose they are actually. Yeah, I'm gonna restart this. What's happening? I can't speak today. Yeah, Wolves are in form, but Wolves are still Wolves, so they're gonna lose, unfortunately.
Well, excellently said. Next up, Aston Villa versus Everton. The Jack Grealish derby.
Oh yeah.
Everton. I feel like Everton have been a bit stinky recently. They're not very good. And they had a really good start to the year, and they're just slowly getting worse and worse and worse. And in that vein, I've got 3-0 to Aston Villa.
I've gone 2-0 Villa. Similar sort of method to you. I think Everton have been good at times this season. They've also been pretty rubbish at times this season. Villa are a lot. I mean, it's understandable. Villa are a much better side right now in a much better place. So I think I see this being a fairly regulation 2-0 win.
That's totally fair enough. And last game, this is what you want on a Monday night. You want Battle of the South Coast. You want Brighton versus Bournemouth.
Oh!
I think Monday Night Football doesn't get better than that.
Monday Night Football!
I've gone in this exhilarating, riveting fixture. 2-1 to Brighton.
Well, I've actually got an exhilarating fixture for us here because I've gone 3-3.
I love that.
This Monday is going to be an unbelievable Monday.
I'm all for that.
Okay, that's Prem predictions. Go away now. Actually, but if you're listening to the podcast, don't go away. Stay.
I don't
know what happened there. There's so much more to do. But that's it for football. So if you're just a football fan, you can fuck off now.
We appreciate your support. We do.
Yeah, whatever. Wait, what he said. Formula One. What a sport that is, eh? We're slowly... Now, I've got some quizzes for you, but before we get into that, I just want to talk about last week, Audi had their first track day, and I just want to talk about their team gear. I saw some coats that they were wearing, and I thought, oh, I could see myself dropping an embarrassingly high amount of money on that. They've got Adidas on board, double German, Adidas, Audi. It's looking nice. It's a massive upgrade on steak.
Actually, I wasn't a great fan of the steak cars. I wasn't a huge... Some people really liked the fluorescent green. I thought it was hideous.
Yeah.
But I think Audi's going to be hopefully looking at a good car as well. Hopefully, I want Nico Hulkenberg to challenge, please.
That would be something special. A Nico Hulkenberg win. That's all I ask for. Racing gods.
Yeah. Please.
Right then, that's that. I do have some quizzes for you. Now, last week you asked me, you did a guess the season. It ended up being 2006. I've got one of those for you. So there's 4 hints, and you can guess whenever you want, obviously. And if you need the extra hints, you can get the extra hints. Okay, so in this season, there were 21 Grand Prix.
Recent.
Fairly recent. Okay, we're sticking to that recent thing. Mercedes won the Constructors' Championship.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You got a guess at this point, or do you want to...
I want the next clue.
The next clue is that there were 5 Grand Prix winners this season.
Might have it.
You might have it. Okay, do you want the last clue, or do you want to take a guess?
Give me the last clue anyway. Why not?
The last clue, I think this is a pretty dead giveaway, is that this was the year that the Halo was first introduced onto the F1 car.
Was 2018?
You are correct. It is 2018. That is it for Guess this Formula One season this week.
Good.
Ding, ding, ding.
I was originally thinking 2021 for a bit. I don't know why, but that was after the first couple of clues. I know it was 2021, but 2018, very good.
Okay, for your next quiz, I have a Formula One Who Am I? Guess the driver. Okay. This is a Formula One driver from any. It could be any point in the history of the sport. And I've got, similarly to that, I've got 4 hints, and you can guess at any point. So, cool. The first hint is, who am I? I was born in Somerset, England.
Name an English driver. I'm going to go for Damon Hill.
It is not Damon Hill.
Okay.
The next hint is, I made my Formula One debut for Williams.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Is it? So I was going to say Russell, but he's not from Somerset.
You only have 3 lives, by the way, so don't, if you're not 100% sure, it's not a crime to wait for the next clue. Okay.
Give me the next clue.
The next clue is, my last race was at Monaco.
Okay, I think I've got a clue. I've got an idea now.
Okay.
Jenson Button.
It is Jenson Button, yes. The last clue, you didn't need it, was I have won Formula One World Championship. So that would have been a giveaway. Well done. You're 2 for 2. Now, I've got one more quiz for you, and I'm slightly less sure about this one because I was sort of panicking. I needed a quiz. And what I've done is this is the last 10 world champions without Mercedes and Red Bull, because Mercedes and Red Bull have dominated the sport for the last few years. Obviously, McLaren have been good the last couple of years, but previously for that, it's been Mercedes and Red Bull for quite a while. So I'm asking you to name who would be the world champion. Obviously, it's quite easy for 2025 because I didn't remove McLaren. But from 2025 to 2016, who would be the world champion without Mercedes and Red Bull?
Red Bull. Okay. So it's Norris 25.
Yep.
It's also Norris 24.
Yep.
2023. Is it Fernando?
It is Fernando Alonso, yes.
22 would be Charles Leclerc.
Yep, you're correct.
21. Now this is interesting. 21 would be 2021. Okay, 21. Would 21 be... Is that Charles Leclerc again?
It is not Charles Leclerc, no.
Carlos Sainz?
It was Carlos Sainz, indeed, yes.
2020. Ooh, 2020. Was that Sergio Perez?
Yes, it was Sergio Perez in the Racing Point. You're on a roll here.
2019. Testing my memory now. 2019 would have been one of the Ferraris. I'm gonna go Charles Leclerc.
Yep, you're correct. Charles Leclerc.
Yeah. Right. 2018 is definitely Seb.
Yep.
2017, I'm assuming, is also Seb.
Yep.
And 2016, without Mercedes and Red Bull.
Oh, wait. I've had a howler. 1 second. I fixed it.
So just to clarify, it's not Hamilton, Rosberg, Ricardo, or Verstappen.
Yeah, I put Ricardo because I'm a fucking idiot.
Ferrari went back. Is it Seb again?
It is Seb again. Yes.
See, I was toying with Valtteri Bottas at Williams because I know that Ferrari weren't good.
It was not.
Well,
so yeah, you did very well there. Those are the Formula One quizzes for the week. Is there anything else Formula One you'd like to talk about? We've done the 3 quizzes. We've talked briefly about Audi.
The first two liveries come out this week. On the day this goes up, actually, on the 15th. Red Bull and Racing Bulls. So
yeah.
Stick around. Please go and look at the Sam2F1 TikTok, and we will talk about those.
There'll be an even split between us for who covers which liveries. I don't know how we determine that. We can determine it before, or we can just determine it on. I don't know. We can
I reckon we determine it on how. Like, if one of us has got a strong opinion about one of them, like if we particularly like it, then just go for it. Because
I would just like to. Can I pre-order Williams because?
Yes.
I made a video about the new Williams logo, so I want to stick to this.
You get the Williams hype train.
Yeah, I'm jumping on board. Okay, cool. Right, that's it for Formula One. So if you're a Formula One fan, you can also fuck off now. Oh God.
What's into you today?
I don't know. I'm on smoke. What's happening to me? It's the ego of the cricket TikTok account.
On that note, I've got some cricket quizzes for you. Are you ready?
God, I'm so nervous for these because I cannot fail this because this is like my thing.
I genuinely don't know how easy or difficult they are. I've gone they're very just basic, I think. Well,
okay.
Maybe not basic, but because we decided not to do any Ashes stuff because that's already been gone. So, if I remember correctly, your team recently won the county championship, right?
Yes, they did.
Cool. So I want you to name the top 10 counties with the most championship titles ever.
Ooh.
Could you give that a go for me? I don't know if that's easy, hard, or in the middle, but
yes, I can give that a go. I mean, recently there's been a team that has been dominant in recent history. That is Surrey. Surrey have to be up there.
They are number 2.
Number two. Okay.
23 county championships.
23. Wow. Historically, okay. Let's think about this.
Get my notepad over here.
I feel like Warwickshire, are they up there?
Warwickshire are number 6. They have
Okay.
8.
Okay, who's number 1 then? Who was like back in the day dominant? Well, I will say Notts because they've won a few.
Notts number 1 with 7.
Yeah. Okay. So. Essex have won a few.
Essex are number 5 with 8, so tied with Warwickshire.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
Who's above? So, it's probably so obvious. I'm being quite stupid here. Is it? Oh, it's Yorkshire.
Because that's a big cricketing county. Yeah, Yorkshire.
That was so silly of me. Yorkshire, yeah, okay. Middlesex won one not too long. I say not too long ago, like 10 years ago now. But Middlesex on there.
3.
Number 3, yeah. Okay. Have I said Essex?
You have said Essex.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So wait, what have I said? What have I said so far?
Yorkshire, Surrey, Middlesex, Essex, Warwickshire, and Notts.
Okay, so there's 3 left. 4 left. God, bad math. 4 left. Okay, out of the 4 I haven't
10,
said.
There are 4 that are tied, so I'll give you any of those 4 if you say.
Okay. Kent.
Kent are number 8.
Kent number 8.
7.
Okay.
So you're missing number 4 and 9 and 10.
Number 4, 9, and 10. Again, I thought there's a really obvious one. Who's just... I'm thinking like back in the day. I'm going to say Sussex. Not necessarily for 4, but...
3. So I will give you that one. They are joint 10th.
Okay. So... Is it 2 left?
Yeah, you've got 2 left. Number 4 and number 9.
I feel like I haven't said Lancashire yet, have I?
I haven't said Lancashire. They are number 4.
Yeah, that was so stupid of me.
Right, so you're just missing number 9.
Number 9. Who is number 9? Who is number 9? I was about to say, got really excited. I thought I was about to say Somerset, but I've already said them. Oh, I think I might have it. Is it Worcester?
It is Worcestershire. Well
done. God, that took me too long. Ah!
You got them, though. You got all 10.
Yeah, and you can edit it very nice. I can edit it very nicely, so it makes it look like I've done it quick.
Yes. Right, I've got one more. Cricket. Might be harder. I'm not sure. It's the T20 World Cup coming up soon. I believe it's in February.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So I've got the top 10 run scorers in the T20 World Cup history. Do you think you can do that?
Okay.
This is ever.
I think I can definitely give it a go. Kohli's got to be up there.
Kohli's number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be somebody who's played in a lot of them, probably. So there's going to be some old players. Who's like, I don't know, somebody like, is David Warner up there?
David Warner's number 5.
Yeah. Okay. Similarly for that, I'm going to go Aaron Finch. Is he on there?
He is not on there, I'm afraid. That's your first life.
Okay, I need to lock in here. Rohit Sharma, is he on there?
Yeah, he's number 2.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay. It started in 2007, so that's quite a way. So there's still players that could have played in not any of the recent ones. But yeah, it's somebody like it's got to be a South African in there at least.
There is one South African.
See, there's 2 in my head that it could be. There's the more obvious one who, I don't know. I'm going to go Faf du Plessis. Is it him? Okay. Well, then there's the other one, but I don't... The obvious one is AB de Villiers. But...
Are you going AB de Villiers?
I will reluctantly go for AB de Villiers, yeah.
You're right. He's number 10.
Okay, good. Oh, number 10, that's close. Okay. So, okay.
Okay. Is this hard? Have I stiffed
It
you up a
is,
little bit?
well, it's like, I feel like there are some people that would get this quite easy. I've just not looked at, I'm not a massive T20 World Cup fan. I'm a much bigger fan of like Test cricket, so I don't look at the stats for this, but I feel like I should be able to get this. I've just wasted 2 of my lives quite early on, so it's like made it pretty stressful. Okay. How many times can I say okay? I am gonna guess Kane Williamson.
Good guess. It's number 9.
Yes, okay.
Well done. Very good.
There's got to be more Aussies in there.
I would suggest going away from Australia.
Oh, really? Wow, okay.
No more Aussies in there.
When
Shall I give you like the countries? Do you want me to give you the
I
countries
feel
for each
like
league?
there's gonna I don't know if I want to waste a lot. I don't know, because I feel like they won it one year, so he had to have scored a lot of runs. Kumar Sangakkara.
He's the, I remember his name, but he is number 12. I think he's not in the top 10
Okay.
because I recognised his name. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm surprised he's not. Yeah. Do you want hints of like what countries or anything?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Oh,
so
Chris Gale. Chris Gale's got to be on there, surely.
Chris Gale is number 6.
Yeah.
Well done.
Jesus, I can't believe I forgot
So
him.
you've got 1 Englishman.
Yeah.
You've got 1 Bangladesh.
Okay.
And 2 Sri Lankans.
2 Sri Lankans. Okay, so if it's not Sangakkara, it's got to be Jai Wardner.
3.
And is the other one
Very good.
Dilshan?
It is Dilshan. Well
Yeah.
done. Number 7. Yeah, see, I've not heard of either of those two. So, yeah.
Really? Wow. Bangladesh, I'm going to go for, is it Shakib Al Hassan or is it?
Yeah. Shakib Al Hassan. He's doing it. He's smashing it. So you're just missing the Englishman.
The Englishman. Okay, who out of England has got the most runs in T20 World Cups? What the hell was that?
They have got over 1,000 runs.
Over 1,000. So that means they must have played in a lot. I mean, Joss Butler's played in a lot. So I'm going to guess Joss Butler.
You would be correct. Joss Butler.
Okay.
Is number 4. Well done.
He got there eventually.
Yeah. Had a few clues, but you got.
Yeah, that's disappointed in my performance there, but we got it done still.
Were they like? Shall I give you next time I do a cricket one for you? Shall I give you a test cricket one or like?
Yeah, you could do. Yeah, could do test cricket. But I mean, yeah, it's good thinking because it is a T20 World Cup's coming up. It's just
that's what I thought.
Yeah, that is good thinking.
I can waffle about darts for a bit. That's cricket done. So if you're a cricket fan now, Sam, what do I have to do?
You can go over to the Sam2 cricket account, and there'll be some lovely videos for you guys. Take care.
They will. Definitely will be some lovely. I've seen them. They're very good.
See the contrast in them. Do you know what was actually really cool that happened? Sorry, I'm just completely cutting off the podcast. But I messaged one of the cricket TikTokers I messaged. He actually messaged me yesterday and said that one of his mates sent him one of my videos. So that's like pretty cool.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it must have been the helmet one because that's on like over 20,000 views now talking about cricket helmets. But you know.
Yeah, I think I genuinely watched all because I don't know anything about like cricket bats or cricket. I was genuinely watching them, just like, this is very interesting. I also saw that you're now a Green Bay Packers fan.
Yeah, the day after they got knocked out, the day after they got beaten in the playoffs. Cheers, Will.
You couldn't write it. Very good. Yeah, so that's cricket done. Now we're going to talk about the final segment of Sam2, darts. I'm the darts guy. Very exciting times. Q School has just finished. There were some big shocks. There was some. I mean, there always is every single year. Q School is, where amateurs can. It's a lot of money, but you can sign up and try and get yourself a place on the tour.
Yeah.
There were some more notable names that got on. People like Charlie Manby, who got to the last 16 of the Worlds recently. Jimmy Van Ski, he's a very good player. He
That's
won
a name and a half.
WDF World. Very good. That one has some brilliant names in darts. Jimmy Van Ski, he's a great name. Mervyn King, he's an icon. He's back. He's 60 years old. He's finally back on tour.
Good on you.
Yeah, there was some big notable names missing out. Jose de Souza, who is known as the special one. Because
I wonder
he can't
why.
count.
Oh,
He's a darts player. Well, he's also called Jose and he's from Portugal. But
yeah.
He really can't. He's famous for not being able to count.
Not the good kind of special.
Quite a key component for a darts player. But remarkably, he has won a major before, which is, considering he can't count very well.
Good on you.
Jose,
Yeah.
but he's lost his tour card, which is a shame.
Oh.
There's also there was a couple of people who. There was a bloke called Samuel Price, who literally no one's ever heard of. He's now a professional player.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That is very cool, yeah.
Week, no one knew who he was, and now he gets 2 years to play darts against, he'll potentially get to play against Littler, Humphreys, Van Gerwen, all these people.
That is cool, yeah.
Literally living the dream. One day, it's one of my goals to go to Q School. I probably won't qualify, but I just want to go and just play and just see how I do. Because it's just a week long playing darts. And I think it'd probably be quite a good experience as well. If I went this year, I'd get absolutely battered in most games.
Yeah.
But I think it'd still be a good experience to see where I'm at and what kind of level I can perform at. Because like the average, I think the average for the entirety of Q School this year was about 78, which is, little average is like 100 plus most games, but like 78 out of everyone. People who qualified is usually about like 85. I average about 60, so I'm not a million miles off.
Yeah.
So in my mind, give it a couple of years of like good practice, I might give it a go. And then what content that would be? Imagine the Sam2 Darts channel.
Take a little camera to Q School.
There you go. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Another thing to talk about to do with darts is the Premier League lineup was announced last week. Did you see that? Did you see anything about that?
I saw a few of your videos about it, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. It was most people were quite happy with the lineup, but Stephen Bunting getting in was a bit controversial. He's very well liked, and he is a brilliant player. But he didn't have a great year. When only 8 players get into the Premier League right now in this format, and I think there's more players out there who deserved it over Stephen Bunting, but Bunting's got in because he's got a cool walk on and people like him. And I think that is the issue with the Premier League, and that's happened ever since the Premier League was first a thing. Since I think it's 2005 was the first one.
Yeah.
They just pick the big names. They don't pick who's in form. They don't pick who's.
Well, they want to sell tickets, don't they?
Exactly. They want to. I mean, I get why they do it. Like, it's not. I'm not an idiot. I know why they pick.
Yeah.
Players that sell. There's people like Danny Nopper he's not a sellable player, but he had a really good year. He's number 6 in the world, I think he is right now, or maybe 7 after the World Championships. But he's in the top 8 in the world and hasn't got in the Premier League because he's a bit dull, and I think that's harsh. But you can't blame the PDC for that. And also, last darts thing, it is the Bahrain Darts Masters starting on Thursday. The first tournament of the year, first proper tournament of the year.
Wow, good stuff.
Very exciting times. The world, it's on the World Series. The World Series is basically it's eight of the best PDC players. So your Littlers, your Van Gerwens, they get picked, and then 8 players from like the region they're playing in. If that makes sense. So there's 8 Asian players taking part. 6 of them are good, and then 2 of them are from Bahrain. Which there's been some cult heroes from Bahrain in the past where they can't even throw a dart. Like, I could beat them comfortably, and I'm not just saying that. Like, it is, but they get in, and it usually makes for good viewing. There was one bloke a couple of years ago called Hassan Haji. The GOAT. Those who know. He played Michael Van Gerwen, and I can't remember what his average was. I believe it was in the 60s, and Van Gerwen was averaging at like 95, 96.
Yeah.
It wasn't a close one, but it was it was just hilarious. I think, he's played on more World Series events than I have, so good for Hassan Haji.
Yeah.
But, the World Series. If you want to get into darts this year, watch the World Series. It's more entertaining than some, because you get some blokes who, are just pub. Well, do they have pubs in Bahrain? I imagine they don't really have pubs in Bahrain. I was going to say
No.
just pub players, but Bahrain doesn't feel like that kind of area in the world.
Doesn't seem like Matt is massive on pub culture.
I don't, which is weird. Why do they take the darts? I mean, I know why, money, but they take the darts there. There's also one in Saudi Arabia next week, which is a bit. They're not known for their human rights or their alcohol, which is, darts love the beer. So
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. I think that's my darts chat done. I don't really have. Next week I'll be able to talk about these tournaments that have happened and more interesting things. But if you enjoy darts, please follow Sam2 Darts. We're much like the cricket channel. It is great content, really is. So I promise. So please give it a follow.
Yes.
I think that's episode 7 done.
I think it is very good stuff.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us and waffle on this Monday morning. We've filmed this. It'll be done on Thursday on Spotify. Please do follow Spotify. Very excited about that. Stay safe, people. Thank you very much for the support, and we'll see you next week.
See you later, guys.